Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Wisconsin Lutheran and the Newman Family Softball Field for today's doubleheader between your Mount Mary University Blue Angels and the visiting Finlandia University Lions. First game of a doubleheader today, as I said, Blue Angels coming off 2 victories last night against the SaberCats of Maranatha. Also have 2 games tomorrow against North Central from Illinois, so a busy 3-day stretch for the Blue Angels, who come in at 6-16 on the year, won their only other 2 games here at the Newman Family Softball Field. They're home away from home last weekend versus Maranatha. Blue Angels are going to start in the field with Hannah Harnsberger pitching game 1. Behind the plate will be Lisa George, also caught last weekend here. At first will be number 28, Sydney Turnage. Playing second will be number 6, Haley Jakes. At short is number 3, the senior, Jess Runge. And at third is number 23, Katie Arce. In the outfield from left to right will be number 15, Adriana Nestor in left. Number 11, Amelia Flint in center. And number 2, Madison Letta in right. We are about to get underway here, and leading off for the Lions will be number 4, Harley Castor. Castor comes into today's game hitting .333 on the year in 84 at-bats, as that will be in there for strike 1. The Lions come in as a team hitting .381 on the year. Very good 29 games into the season, as that one's fouled off for strike 2. Harnsberger has pitched well as of late. Comes in with a 7.23 ERA, but not indicative of the stuff that she has put out there over the last couple games, as the 0-2 is on the way. And that one will miss just a little bit low and outside for ball 1. Castor is playing center field for the Lions, who come into today's game at 18-11 on the year, as that one is popped up down the first baseline and will fall out of play. For the Blue Angels, this is a good test to see how they fare against some competition with a better record here, as their last 4 games have been against Maranatha. 1-2 on the way. That one's on the outside corner for strike 3 looking. Good start for Harnsberger as she gets the leadoff hitter for the Lions, looking for out number 1. Now batting for the Lions, number 11, Serena Jaime, my apologies. She comes in hitting .494 on the season. So she's really hit the ball well, 43 for 87, as that one was in there for strike 1. Jaime, the third baseman for the Lions, as that will be a dead ball hit by pitch, and she will take first to give the Lions the first base runner of the game.
Number 1, Dania Bent.
Now batting the shortstop, number 1, Dania Bent. Runner on first for the Lions as the first pitch of the at-bat will hit Bent. So back-to-back pitches, back-to-back hit by pitch. And the Lions are in business here with 1 out in the top of the first.
Number 17, Emily Wynn.
After showing good control against Castor to lead off the inning, Harnsberger has seemed to have lost it here, but she delivers that one in for strike 1 on number 17, the first baseman, Emily Wynn. As that one's flied into right field, and that will be caught by Letta for out number 2, and the runners will remain at first and second. 2 down here, and a big chance for Harnsberger to get out of trouble in the top of the first. No hits so far for the Lions, 2 hit by pitches and 2 outs, as now batting will be number 13, Jaylene Bonilla, as she will take that one for strike 1. Bonilla, hitting .337 on the year, has started all 29 games. as she swings and misses at strike 2. Looked to be well behind that pitch there. Didn't really have much of a chance. Harnsberger should stay strong here and send her down on 3 pitches to get out of this first inning, as that one will be in the dirt. Good block by the catcher, George. The throw to third will not be in time, and both runners will advance. Second and third, 2 outs, top of the first. Lions at the plate. Harnsberger delivers the 1-2, and that will be grounded to the right side and muffed by Jakes for an error. And that'll be the first run of the ball game for the Lions, who get lucky on what should have been a routine play turns into a run. First and third, 2 outs here for the number 6 hitter and the left fielder, number 9, McKenna Lloyd, as that will be in there on the outside corner for strike 1. That one is popped up to the left side into the left center gap, and that will get down. 1 run is scored, and the runners will hold at second and third. So another unearned run here for the Lions, as Bent came in to score on the fly ball to left center, and that will be a double. Now with a chance to help her own cause, number 21, Cassie Avila. And she will take that for strike 1.
I can't. 1 second, Kelsey. Sorry.
Harnsberger needs to help herself here to get out of the inning, as that one will be flied in the left field. A routine play for Nestor, who will get the out and end the inning. So for the Lions, they get a double that ended up scoring 1, an unearned run, as they have 2 unearned runs in the top of the first inning and have taken an early 2-0 lead. Leading off for the Blue Angels will be the shortstop, number 3, Jess Runge, followed by the right fielder, number 2, Madison Letta, and the designated player for Game 1, number 5, Audrey Beck. So a rough top of the first inning for the Blue Angels. 2 hit by pitches and an error leads to 2 runs. They're in an early hole here to start today off. Harnsberger will look to settle down in the second, and the Blue Angels will look to attack early against Cassie Avila, the pitcher who just flew out to left to end the inning. Avila comes in with a 3.33 ERA in 15 starts, 19 total appearances. She is 11-6 overall. Every game she started, she has finished. 101 innings, 121 hits against, and 48 earned runs. Strikes out her fair share with 66 over those 101 innings and has walked 37. Jess Runge, the perfect person to lead off for the Blue Angels, comes in hitting .308 on the year. Played in 20 games with 19 starts. And my apologies, the Blue Angels are 8-16, not 6-16. My stats are from before the conclusions of last night's games, so they are a little bit behind, but Blue Angels 1-2 last night to move to 8-16 on the year, as Runge will take that one up high for ball 1. Runge, one of the few seniors on this team, as the 1-0 is in there for a swinging strike 1. One on the way. Change up, driven in the left field for a base hit. Way to keep the weight back there by Runge, and she will be rewarded with a hit in her first at bat of the day. Now batting will be the right fielder and number 2, Madison Letta. Letta hitting very well on the year in 16 games. She is 13 for 35 for a .371 batting average, as the first pitch of the at-bat is on the way, and she will bunt that one foul for strike one. Good opportunity here to use the speed of both Runge and Letta and hopefully force the Lions to commit an unforced error, get runners in scoring position in the bottom of the first. 0-1 is high and outside for ball one. Lions have made 60 errors on the year, so roughly 2 a game over the course of this season, as that one was fouled off to the backstop from Letta. .50 unearned runs have scored this year against the Lions, as the 1-2 is on the way, and that will be popped up towards second. A great diving play there by Bent, the shortstop. Full extension laid out in front of the second base bag for out number 1.
Number 5, Audrey Beck.
Runge returned to first, and now batting will be the designated player, number 5, Audrey Beck. First pitch of the at-bat is on the way. Beck will look at that one high and outside for ball one. Runge will be safe on the delayed steal, a play that we saw a lot of last weekend versus Maranatha. That one was much closer than any we saw last weekend, though, as the Lions were ready but still unable to execute, so a stolen base there for Runge. Runner in scoring position here for Beck, who is hitting .411 on the year, so perfect position for Runge and Beck, as that one will be fouled off out of play over the dugout. Beck has 14 RBIs on the year, second on the team behind only Sydney Turnage, who has 15. Does not have a home run, but has 2 triples and 10 doubles. 23 total hits, 1-1 on the way. That'll miss low and outside for ball 2. Big opportunity here for the Blue Angels, who gifted the Lions some runs in the top of the first. As Beck will pop that one up right to the catcher behind home plate, who drops it. That'll be a fair ball, and Beck is safe at first. That is an error, and the Blue Angels just got a gift themselves. 1 out, still runners on first and second in the bottom of the first inning. Now batting for the Blue Angels, the third baseman, number 23, Katie Arce. She's hitting .380 on the year, 19 for 50, has 8 RBIs and 5 doubles, as she will take that one up high for ball 1. Avilia throwing much harder than the pitchers we saw last weekend, but has not been able to find control so far today, but that one will be in there for strike 1. Arce looking to get the Blue Angels on the board. Little conversation between Arce and the ump, and we will be underway here once again with the 1-1 on the way from Avilia, as she will line that one into the right center gap, and that will get all the way to the fence. Runge will score. Letta will hold up at third. She will now go on the throwing, as that will be a close play at the plate. Arce just took that one off the face at third as she advanced on the throw getting away, so a lot of stuff just happened there in the last play, but the Blue Angels score a run. Arce's at third, and Beck was thrown out at the plate, I should say, not Letta, as there are now 2 down in the bottom of the first. 8-5-2 on the putout at the plate, as Sydney Turnage will come up looking to drive in a second run for the Blue Angels. and she will take that one low for strike one. That'll be just outside for ball one. So RC did her job there with the RBI double. Blue Angels unable to score two, though, as that will miss high and outside to Turnage. Runner at third, 2 outs, 2-1 count for Turnage. The best hitter so far this season for the Blue Angels, hitting .429, as she will take that one for ball three. Turnage, as I said earlier, leads the team in RBIs with 15. She has 2 home runs, 4 doubles, 27 hits overall, as that will miss outside for ball four. Patient at bat there for Turnage, as now up to the plate will be the center fielder, number 11, Amelia Flint. She comes in hitting .364 on the year, 20 hits in 55 at bat. She also has 2 home runs. So a good place here for Flint and the Blue Angels, as Amelia is having a difficult time finding the strike zone. Blue Angels are making her work for every pitch, as that one will be grounded to the second baseman, who fields and throws to first. So a good play there by Villa, as that'll be out number 3, and the Blue Angels get one but are unable to capitalize on the base runners here, as we will head to the second inning. Finlandia leading 2-1.
I just skipped this song is on the playlist. What's that? I think it's funny this song's on the playlist.
Leading off the top of the second inning for the Lions will be number 5, Talia Villa, as she will take that one for strike one. So already 2 unearned runs in for the Lions today, as Harnsberger gets ahead quickly, 0-2 on the number 8 hitter and second baseman Villa. Villa, hitting .245 on the year, takes that one for ball one. Struggling compared to a lot of her teammates so far, has 13 hits but does have 12 RBIs. As that'll be on the outside corner for strike 3 looking.
Number 8, Skylar Smith.
Back-to-back innings here that Harnsberger has started off with a strike 3 looking, as that pitch to the number 9 hitter and designated player, number 8, Skylar Smith, will be low for ball one. That's in there for strike one, so the count is even. Harnsberger looking to settle down here. Smith also struggling so far this year. 9 for 41, is ahead in the count here, 2-1 though. That one fouled off to the backstop for strike 2. Wind starting to pick up here at the Newman family softball field. Pretty good day to play softball in middle April, as that one will be grounded back up the middle for a base hit. So even though Smith has struggled this year, she does get a base hit there, her 10th of the season. Runner at first for the leadoff hitter, number 4, Harley Castor. Castor struck out looking her first time up, as she will take that one for ball 1. Runner on first, 1 out for the Lions, as Castor will foul that one off to the backstop. One and one, 1 out. 2-1 score in favor of the Lions. As that bunt will get down to the third baseman, RC, who throws over to first for the out, and the throw down to second will be just a little late. Runge was unable to gather and apply the tag. So Castor will be out on the 5-3 putout, and the 5-4 putout, I should say, as the first baseman Turnage was in for the bunt as well. And the throw down to second was not in time to get the runner. So 2 down here, runner at second for the Lions. That one is in there for strike 1 to Serena Jaime. Looks like a pretty good pitch to hit, but she showed bunt. With 2 outs, RC in at third, Turnage in at first. And she will fly that one to center field, and it will be well over the head of Amelia Flint as it gets all the way to the fence. The run will score, and Jaime will be in there with a stand-up double.
Number 1, Dania Bent.
Dania Bent now at the plate, made a great diving play in the first. We'll take that one outside for ball 1. Lions now leading 3-1 in the top of the second inning. And that one is in there for strike 1. Flint was playing pretty shallow there. I think something she'll adjust for next time up, as that one got all the way to the fence. And the throw down to second will be off of the back of Jaime. And luckily for that, it stayed in the infield. 2-1 is a count, 2 outs. 2-1 in there on the inside corner to Bent, who must be crowding the plate because it looked like it almost caught her in the elbow. 2-2 on the way. That will be flied out of play down the right field line.
Somebody went, ladies.
2-2, 2 outs. Bent at the plate. She was hit by a pitch on the first pitch of the at-bat last time up. And that one will be flied into the right center gap, and that will get over the head of Flint as well for an RBI double. And she will try to stretch it to 3. She will be thrown out at the plate, so that'll be an RBI double and a 8-6-5 on the putout at third for the third out of the inning. 4-1, the run will count in favor of the Lions. Blue Angels will have the catcher, Lisa George, the left fielder, Adriana Nestor, and the pitcher, Hannah Hardensberger, to lead off the second inning. Bottom of the second inning here at the Newman Family Softball Field, but for today's doubleheader between the visiting Finlandia University Lions and your Mount Mary University Blue Angels. 4-1 the score in favor of the Lions, who have scored 2 in the first and second innings apiece. As the first pitch of the at-bat to George is grounded to the shortstop, fielded by Bent, thrown over to first for out number 1. Bent is making her presence felt on both sides of the ball. Made a great diving play in the first, makes that play there, and just hit an RBI double that she tried to turn into a triple and was thrown out by a very close margin. As Adriana Nestor, number 15, will come to the plate. Nestor hitting .227 on the year. And she will take that one for strike 1. That will be outside for ball 2. My apologies, that first pitch was a ball as well. 2-0 on the way. And that one fouled off and caught by the net right there and then dropped. Two and 1 is the count, 1 out. Blue Angels looking to put up a crooked number in the bottom of the second, try to chip into this lead, which is 3 for the Lions. As Nestor will foul that one off over the net on the right side for strike 2.
Do you know who's all supposed to be shaking balls right now? You and Brooke. You just
2-2 on the way, and that one fouled off into the net.
have her stand by that dugout. You can stand wherever you want, but just whenever one goes that way, guys sprint after it if you could.
Nestor battling up here. 2-2 is the count. She has only 22 at-bats on the year to go along with 5 hits in those 22 at-bats. As the 2-2 will be ripped to the first baseman, but she makes a good play for out number 2. 3 unassisted. And 2 up, 2 down for the Blue Angels.
Number 24, Hannah Harnsberger.
Harnsberger with a chance to help herself here, her first at-bat of the game. She comes in hitting .250. 2 for 8 on the season with a double. As she swings and misses at strike 1. Villa settled down here in the second as Harnsberger will foul that one up and over the first base dugout for strike number 2. Harnsberger looking to raise the pitch count and make this inning last a little longer here, as the Blue Angels have gone down quickly so far. 0-2 on the way. And that'll be about halfway to home plate. Roll in for ball 1. 1-2, 2 outs. Infield is normal all the way around. 1-2 will be grounded to the third baseman, and that will be a foul ball. Another chance for Harnsberger here, as Serena Jaime was just unable to gather that before it stayed in play.
Oh, I asked Kelsey. She said you should bring it over here.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Okay.
The 1-2 on the way from Avilia. And Harnsberger will foul that one off towards the backstop, and that will go off the top of the cement, and she will have another opportunity. Almost had a collision with the wall there if the catcher, number 25, Carrie Johnson, would have kept going after that one. Johnson has caught all but one game for the Lions, but only has 12 at-bats, as she is not hitting in Game 1 today either. That will be a base hit past the center fielder for Harnsberger, who will round first and head to second. She will be in there with a double. So Harnsberger collects her second double of the season in only her 9th at-bat. A good battle there for the pitcher, trying to help herself. Getting it back to the top of the order for Jess Runge, who singled through the left side her first time up. 2 outs, runner in scoring position for the Blue Angels, who will look to get 1 run on the board. Runge hitting from the right side of the plate. Swings and misses at strike 1.
Yeah, I didn't know it was gonna
0-1 on the way, as that'll be on the outside corner for strike 2. So Harnsberger gets the double on the 6th pitch of her at-bat. A diving attempt by the center fielder, Castor, didn't come up with it, as Runge will ground that one foul down the third baseline. Good opportunity here for Runge to pick up an RBI. Comes in with 3 RBIs on the year, hitting at the top of the order, though. She does have 3 triples. 0-2 on the way again, as that'll miss outside for ball 1. Good battles here in the last 2 at-bats by Harnsberger and Runge, as the 1-2 is on the way. That'll be in the dirt for ball 2. Two and two the count here to Runge, as she will flare that one into right field, and it'll be caught by the right fielder, Bonilla, for out number 3. So the double does not lead to a run for Harnsberger, as the Blue Angels will go down with no runs, 1 hit in the second. Lions lead 4-1 after 2. Leading off the top of the 3rd inning for the Lions will be the number 4 hitter and first baseman, Emily Wynn. Wynn flied to right her first time up. Harnsberger still on the mound for the Blue Angels, who trail 4-1. As that'll be in there for strike 1. Wynn hitting .494 on the season. Has only struck out 3 times, as she will rip that one through the left side for a base hit. And the Lions are in business once again to start the 3rd. Very hard hit ball there by Wynn, down just in between Runge and Arce. Runge, both middle infielders, Runge and Jakes, are playing a long ways from the second base back, as that one will be bunted by Jaylene Bonilla. The throw to first by Turnage will get the out. So 3-4 on the play there for out number 1, and Wynn will advance to second and be in scoring position for the left fielder, McKenna Lloyd. First pitch of the at-bat is on the outside corner for strike one. As that one is smoked to center field. Bounces all the way to the wall for a stand-up RBI double to make it 5-1 in favor of the Lions.
Number 21, Cassie Avila.
The pitcher, Cassie Avila, up to the plate now for the Lions. She flied out to left her first time up as she fouls that one off into the net behind home plate. So the Lions are scoring early and often here at the Newman Family Softball Field as Harnsberger is trying to get things settled down and keep the Blue Angels in this game, as that'll miss high and outside for ball one. One on the way. In there for strike two. Still one out. Top of the third inning, runner at second is Lloyd. Lloyd has 2 doubles on the day, as that will be grounded back to the pitcher, Harnsberger. A good snag, throw to first, holds the runner at second. So 2 down there, 1-3 on the putout for out number 2.
Number 5, Talia Villa.
Looks like she might have rolled her ankle or the ball got her in the ankle as she's limping around on the mound. Harnsberger walking this one off. Didn't have the help of her defense in the first inning, as both runs were unearned. 2 scored in the second as back-to-back RBI doubles from Jaime and Bent led to those 2 runs, and we have 1 run in so far in the third off of Lloyd's RBI double as well. Lions already have 4 doubles in the game. First pitch of the at-bat is high and outside to the number 8 hitter, Talia Villa. As Villa will take that for ball 2. Villa struck out looking her first time up as she pops that one up to the right side and out of play. 2-1 the count, 2 outs, runner on second for the Lions. 2-1 on the way. And that'll be in there for a swinging strike 2. Harnsberger looking to pick up her 3rd strikeout of the day. The 2-2's in the dirt, blocked by George, and Lloyd will hold that second. Three and two, 2 outs. 5-1 the score in favor of the Lions. 3-2 is swung and ripped back up the middle. Flint misplays the ball, and the runner will come all the way home for a run. So that'll be a single and an RBI, as Flint would have had to make a perfect throw to get the out there, and Villa will pick up, drive in the 6th run of the game for the Lions. As that one is popped into right field for Smith and then dropped by Letta, as that'll be an error on Letta. Villa will get to 3rd on the play.
Number 4, Harley Castor.
Back to the top of the order for the Lions, as Castor will be up for her 3rd at-bat of the game in 3 innings. That one will miss outside in the dirt for ball 1. Castor struck out looking her first time up, grounded out to the third baseman on a bunt her second time up. The 1-0 is grounded to Runge at short, who throws over to first to Turnage, and that'll be out number 3. So 2 more runs come in for the Lions as they have scored 2 in every inning so far, and they lead 6-1 heading into the bottom of the third. As we head to the bottom of the third inning, 6-1 is the score in favor of the visiting Lions, as the right fielder number 2, Madison Letta, will come up for the second time today. She popped up to Bent the first time. Bent made that great diving play just in front of second base, as she will take that one in there for strike 1. Avilia has settled down since the first inning. Had a clean second outside of the double, as that'll be low for ball 1. Blue Angels looking to get on the board with some more runs here in the third, as that'll miss high for ball 2. But as I said earlier, hitting .371 in 16 games played, 13 starts, as she hits that one into right field, and it will drop in front of the right fielder for a base hit. So Letta picks up her first hit of the day, the 4th hit of the game for the Blue Angels. Now up the designated player, Audrey Beck, who reached on an error by the catcher last time, that pop up right in front of the plate, as that'll miss outside for ball 1. Beck hitting the ball well this year, 23 for 56 with 10 doubles, as she will flare that one to the shortstop, who makes the play for out number 1. So Beck hasn't been able to square it up in either at bat so far, but we head to Katie Arce, who hit a RBI double her first time up, and will look to do the same thing here with Letta on first. Good speed, a chance to score if the ball's in the gap. That one will miss outside for ball 1. 1-0 on the way, and that will miss as well for ball 2. Arce looking to pick up her 10th RBI of the season. Wind seems to have switched to be blowing in instead of left to right, as that'll miss to make the count 3-0. Blue Angels making via throw pitches, as the 3-0 is right down the heart of the plate for strike 1. 200 down the lines here at the Newman Family Softball Field, 220 to center. as RC will flare that one into right field, and that will be caught by the right fielder, Bonilla. She throws in the first, but Letta was back at the bat. 2 down in the bottom of the third for the Blue Angels, with Sydney Turnage coming to the plate. Turnage has 27 hits on the year. She took a walk her first time up. First pitch of the at-bat is on the way, and it's in there for strike one. Turnage looking to do some damage here. Big gap in right center. As she will rip that one down the left field line and foul. Hit hard, but just a little too early there for Turnage, as that might have been hit hard enough to only be a single. Oh, 2 the count, 2 outs, bottom of the third. Blue Angels trailing 6-1. Turnage looking to get a big base hit here, keep things going in this part of the inning, as the changeup will miss just a bit outside for ball one. Turnage didn't look to be fooled there if it would have been in the zone, as she kept her weight back and recognized the pitch out of the hand as the 1-2 is on the way. And that'll miss high, get to the backstop, and Leto will advance to second on the pass ball. Two and 2 the count for Turnage. Perfect opportunity here. A single scores a run for the Blue Angels, as Turnage will take that for ball 3. Even she looked like she might have thought that was strike 3. 3 and 2, 2 outs, bottom of the third inning. Letta could probably be aggressive at second if she wants to be. Pitch is on the way, and that'll miss outside for ball 4. Turnage will pick up her second walk of the game. Looks like Coach Edwards will go to a pinch hitter, as number 1, Megan Shelley, will come into the game for number 11, Amelia Flint. Shelley comes into today's game hitting .364 in 22 at-bats. She has 8 hits, 5 RBIs, and a double. Runners on first and second, 2 outs.
Number 1, Megan Shelley.
Just 11 and 1. 11 and 1.
First pitch is in there for strike 1 on Shelley.
Thanks, Coach.
Shelley successful in limited action so far, as she will take that in there for strike 2. Oh and 2 have to battle here for the new number 6 hitter, Megan Shelley. Runners on first and second, 2 down, as the changeup will be popped just over the pitcher's head to the second baseman, Villa, for out number 3. Blue Angels threaten but are unable to convert, with a runner in scoring position there, as we will head to the 4th inning. Lions still lead 6-1. Serena Jaime at the plate for the Lions. She will take the first pitch from Harnsberger for strike one. Jaime walked her first time, doubled her second over the head of Flint, as she will take that for ball one. Picked up an RBI in that second at bat. She's actually hit in at bat number one. One on the way, as that one will be ripped down the left field line, but foul. Serena Jaime hit that one hard, but luckily it was out of play. 1-2 on the way, and that will be ripped into center field. Nestor has the read and makes the play. Nestor moved over to center field here in the top of the fourth inning as Megan Shelley will play left. Flint has come out of the game. Number one, Dania Bent now at the plate. She was hit her first time as well. Then hit an RBI double in the second, was thrown out at third, trying to make it a triple. 0-1 on the way to her, as that'll be in there for strike two. So quickly, Bent is down 0-2 in the count. Tough pitch to hit there. 0-2 on the way, and that'll be fouled off down the first baseline. Harnsberger looking for a quick inning here. Much different story so far than last weekend here at the Newman Family Softball Field, as the Blue Angels scored in every inning of the doubleheader last weekend, have only scored one run through the first three so far. The 1-2 is flared towards second base, where Haley Jakes will make the catch for out number two. Two down here in the top of the fourth. And the first baseman, number 17, Emily Wynn, coming to the plate for the Lions. Wynn 1 for 2 on the day, so she will still raise that average, which was already at .494. And she rips that one into right all the way to the fence. Leto will gather the ball and throw into second, but Wynn will be in there with a double. So Wynn came in hitting an astronomical .494, and now is hitting even higher than she was before. A two-out double there on the first pitch of the at-bat for Wynn, as now coming to the plate will be the right fielder, number 13, Jaylene Bonilla. She will foul that one off over the first base dugout. Looking at the batting averages for the Lions, they have 4 players over .450, which is absurd. As that one will miss inside for ball one. McKenna Lloyd's hitting .460. Emily Wynn's hitting .494. Serena Jaime's hitting .494. And Dania Bent is hitting .500. 2-1 the count. 2 outs here in the top of the fourth, as that'll miss for ball three. Harnsberger had a quick inning going, gives up a first pitch double, and is now 3-1 on the 5-hitter, as she delivers a 3-1 strike to make it 3-2. 3-2, 2 outs, as Bonilla will rip that one to center field. That'll get down, fielded by Nestor, who makes a throw to the plate. George was in front of the plate, gets the throw down to second, and the ball is dropped there by Jake. So all the runners will be safe. It'll be an RBI single for Bonilla, and she will advance to second on the throw.
Number 9, McKenna Lloyd.
Now up number 9, McKenna Lloyd. She takes that for ball one. Lloyd has back-to-back doubles so far in today's game. She takes that up high for strike one. Picked up an RBI on her last double. If she hits one here, she will pick up another, as she will drive that one between it in short. They will hold the runner at third. George will block it, and she will advance to second on the throw. So back-to-back plays, the runner advances to second on the throw for the Lions, and they have second and third with 2 outs in the fourth. Lloyd, a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Now batting the pitcher, Cassie Villa, as she chopped one over to the shortstop as Runge throws on to first for out number 3. So the Lions get another one, but are limited to only one, as we will head to the bottom of the fourth. Finlandia leading Mount Mary 7-1. Sandwich artist or whatever they call them. It works. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Leading off the bottom of the fourth inning for the Blue Angels will be the catcher, number 22, Lisa George. George grounded out to short her first time up as she takes that one in there for strike 1. Blue Angels did damage in the first inning, but have not done much since. 0-1 on the way. And that'll miss outside for ball 1. Villa was at 60 pitches through the first 3, so she has been effective but not efficient. As the 1-1 will be on the way. And George will ground that right back to the pitcher off the glove of Villa, and she will throw to first for out number 1. Blue Angels cannot catch a break so far today.
Number 15, Adriana Nestor.
Now batting will be number 15, the now center fielder, Adriana Nestor. Ump is going to head out. Looks like the ball might have hit Villa in the hand before it hit her glove. And she seems to be okay though, as there is one quick out in the bottom of the fourth. Looked like an awfully good pitch there to Nestor, but that will be ball 1. Pretty good pitch there too for ball 2. .2-0 on the way to Nestor. And that'll be in the dirt for ball 3. Nestor grounded out to the first baseman last time up. Looking to get a free base here. 3-0 will miss high for ball 4. And Nestor will take first with 1 out in the bottom of the fourth. Now batting for the Blue Angels is the pitcher, number 24, Hannah Harnsberger. First pitch of the at-bat is in there for strike one. Harnsberger has a double so far today as the 0-1's on the way. And that'll miss high and outside for ball one. Wind is really starting to pick up here as we get into the evening. Getting a little chilly. 1-1 on the way. And Harnsberger will rip that over the third baseman and apparently just foul down the left field line. One and two is the count. One out, runner on first for the Blue Angels. One, two on the way. Harnsberger will pop that one up over the first base dugout and out of play. Making Avila work once again as Harnsberger did the first time up. She was 1 and 2, fouled off a couple pitches, then hit the double. She's 1 and 2 here, fouled off a pitch. Let's hope she can hit a double once again. 1-2 on the way as she will ground that one to short, and Bent, who throws to second for one. Actually, it'll be no out there at second as the second baseman, number 5, Talia Villa, came off the bag, and both Blue Angels will be safe, so that'll be a fielder's choice and a unsuccessful one at that. Something that in the majors a couple years ago probably would have been an out with the neighborhood play, but not here at Newman Family Softball Field. Neighborhood play is not in effect, as that'll miss for ball one to Runge. Runge 1 for 2 on the day with a stolen base. She later scored in the first. She has scored the only run for the Blue Angels as she will flare that one to Bent, who is really tall, and turns a double play to end the inning. Tough break there for the Blue Angels as they will go down without a run here in the fourth. And Nestor was tagged out at second, or was off the bag at second, so she will be out as well. 7-1 is the score as we head to the top of the fifth. Lions leading the Blue Angels. Leading off the top of the fifth for the Lions will be number 5, the second baseman, Talia Villa. She struck out looking her first time up in the second and had an RBI single in the third.
Number 5, Talia Villa.
Harnsberger looking to keep the Lions right where they are, as that'll be in there for strike one. Harnsberger at 76 pitches through 4. 0-1 misses just a little bit outside. Uh, 1-1 on the way, and Villa will ground that one to RC at third, who throws over to first to turnage for out number 1. Quick 3-pitch out there for Harnsberger to start the top of the fourth. That looked awfully good, but will miss for ball 1. On the way. That'll miss in the dirt for ball 2. Two and 0 the count here to the number 9 hitter and designated player number 8, Skylar Smith. Smith hit to Letta in right field last time up, but the ball was dropped as Harnsberger will gather and throw to first for out number 2. A little slow on the movement there by Harnsberger. Her teammates are giving her a hard time from the dugout, but she makes the play for out number 2. Harley Castor up for the 4th time today, as she will take that one high for ball 1. She is 0 for 3. Struck out looking in the first, grounded out to the third baseman in the second, and grounded out to short in the third. Castor looking to cause some trouble here for Harnsberger. She fouls that one off the net. And that will move the count to 1-2 as the sun peeks back out momentarily. One, two out. As Harnsberger will miss high with that, moving the count to 2-2. Quick inning is what the Blue Angels need here as the 2-2's on the way. And that'll miss just a little bit outside. Full count here to the leadoff hitter for the Lions, Harley Castor. As Castor flares that one over to the left side, and Runge will make the play right next to the third base bag for out number 3. Good inning there for the Blue Angels as we will head into the bottom of the 5th. 7-1 still the score in favor of the Lions. Leading off the bottom of the 5th inning for the Blue Angels will be the number 2 hitter and number 2, Madison Letta. Letta singled her last time up as she will take that one in there for strike 1. Blue Angels still only have 4 hits on the day, as Letta will fly that one over to the second baseman for out number 1. Blue Angels haven't really been able to square it up so far today off of Villa. Now up number 5, the designated player, Audrey Beck. Beck fouls that one off down the third base line and out of play. Blue Angels have to start chipping into that lead now, as that one bounces into the plate for ball 1. Bats were alive for the Blue Angels yesterday as they won 7-5 and 14-1 versus Maranatha. 1-1 on the way. That's in there for strike 2. Beck looking to get her first hit of the day, hitting over 400 on the year, as she will take that for strike 3 looking. Now batting the third baseman, number 23, Katie Arce. Arce doubled in the first, drove in the only Blue Angels run, and flew out to right in the third, my apologies. As the first pitch of the bat will get all the way to the backstop for ball one. One and 0, 2 outs. As that will miss outside for ball two. Arce looking to extend the inning for the Blue Angels, who have not scored since the first. 2-0 will miss. 3-0. On the way. Will be in there for strike one as Arce was taking the whole way. Turnage on deck for the Blue Angels. 2 walks for her on the day. (3-1) on the way, and Arce rips that back to the mound. Avila stabs it, snags it, and that's the end of the inning. What went from being a possible trip to the dentist for her turned into an out. And we will head to the top of the 6th inning. Blue Angels still trailing 7-1. Wasn't even close.
For 11, Serena Jaime.
We head to the top of the 6th inning. Lions at the plate in the number 2 hitter and third baseman number 11, Serena Jaime, will take that for strike one. Harnsberger quieted down the Lions so far here in the last 2 innings, only allowing 1 run compared to 2 apiece in the first 3. That will miss apparently for ball one. One on the way, and that is fouled off over the Lions dugout and out of play. Harnsberger had her best inning in the game last half inning. 1, 2, 3 went the Lions. As that'll be grounded to Arce at third, who scoops in, throws to first for out number 1. Blue Angels look to be settling down a little bit here on the defensive side. Just need to get the bats going. As coming to the plate will be the shortstop, Tania Bent, who has made a huge impact on the game with a diving play in the first and a great double play in the 4th. As she will take that for strike one. Bent, one of those Lions hitters that is over 450, as she continues to add to that. She was at 500 coming into today's games. So that'll be a single for her through the right side.
Number 17, Emily Wynn.
38 for 76 was Bent coming into today. She had 36 RBIs as well. As Emily Wynn is at the plate, Bent will steal second fairly easily. Bent now in scoring position for Wynn, who flies that one down the right field line. That'll be out of play for strike 2. Wynn has scored twice, has a single and a double that came in the 3rd and 4th. She flew to right her first time up. Any ball hit to the outfield, the outfielders will have to be ready, as Bent has been aggressive all game and will most likely continue to do so, tag up and try to advance. Changeup just misses for ball 1. That is a pitch that can either really help or absolutely kill you as a pitcher, as Wynn will rip that one down the third base line fair for an RBI double. So that stolen base ends up being huge for Bent, as she is able to score easily. And the Lions have another runner in scoring position here, now leading 8-1. Jaylene Bonilla at the plate, the right fielder for the Lions, takes strike 1. Bonilla had an RBI single her last time up, and she will flare that one into right field. It is caught by Letta, and Wynn will return to the bag at second.
Number 9, McKenna Lloyd.
2 out in the top of the 6th. McKenna Lloyd, the left fielder, up to the plate. She's a perfect 3 for 3 on the day, as she takes that one outside for ball 1. Seems like Lloyd's trying to catch up to the rest of the people above her in batting averages. She's at a fantastic 460, but she's 3 for 3 today. 2-0 is the count. Good hitters count here for Lloyd. (2-0) catches the outside corner for strike 1. Lloyd has 40 hit and is in a good count here for a chance to make it 4 for 4 for her today. 3-1 the count, 2 outs in the top of the 6th. And that'll miss low for ball 4. As George will go out to the mound to talk to Harnsberger. Cassie Avila at the plate for the Lions, 0 for 3 on the day. Flew out to left her first time up, as she takes that one for strike 1. Grounded back to the pitcher in the 3rd and to the shortstop in the 4th, as that'll miss high for ball 1. One's in there for strike 2. There are only 2 players in the Lions lineup without a hit. She is one of them. A hit here scores a run for the Lions and makes it an 8-run game, as Harnsberger misses high on that pitch, making it 3-2. Runners will be off on the pitch. Wynn is at second. Lloyd is at first. And that'll miss high for ball 4. Runners apparently were not off on the pitch. Not really sure why, but bases loaded for the Lions. And number 5, Talia Villa, the second baseman who had an RBI single in the 3rd. That'll be in there for strike 1 on Villa. Big moment here, as Harnsberger gets ahead 0-2. Blue Angels need to keep the Lions off the board. 0-2 misses just a little high, as the count will move to 1-2. My apologies. It was 2-1. Now we'll move to 2-2. 2-2 on the way. As that one will be flied into center, that's going to find grass, and 2 runs are going to score. The Lions now lead 10-1. A 2 RBI single for Villa.
Number 8, Skylar Smith.
First pitch of the at-bat to Skylar Smith is in there for strike 1. So after a good top of the 5th, the Lions have come back and struck for 3 here. As that one's flared over Runge's head, and she will make a great basket catch there out in left center field for out number 3. So after 5.5, the Lions lead 10-1. Blue Angels have to score twice, or we will be done by mercy rule here in Game 1 of the doubleheader at the Newman Family Softball Field. Leading off the bottom of the 6th inning for the Blue Angels will be the number 5 hitter, number 28, Sydney Turnage. As Turnage will hit a really high pop-up to the shortstop, Bent, who makes the play for out number 1. Two defensive substitutions here in the bottom of the 6th for the Lions. Is number 18, Hillary Brewer, comes in at first. And number 22, Mary Pratt, comes in right. 1 down on 1 pitch in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch of the at-bat to number 1, Megan Shelley, as she will ground that to third. Muffed by the third baseman, and she will gather and throw and still get the out. 2 pitches, 2 outs for Avila. Cassie Avila looking for her 16th complete game in 16 starts. Pretty good conversion rate if you ask me. As George has to keep things going. She will take that for strike 1. Oh, 1 on the way. And that'll miss inside for ball 1. George looking for her first hit of the game. Blue Angels have not had a hit since the 3rd inning. As that'll be just out of reach for the shortstop, Bent, and that'll be a base hit for George. So the Blue Angels have a base runner here. Nestor needs to keep things going. College softball has an 8-run rule after 5 complete innings. Blue Angels
Number 15, Adrian.
are in danger of having this game ended after 6. As the first pitch is in there for strike 1 on Nestor. Nestor walked her last time up, grounded to the first baseman in her first at-bat. 0-1 on the way. As she rips that one into the left center gap. That'll get down. George is rounding second, and she will be held at third. So a double there for Nestor, and the Blue Angels are in business. Good piece of hitting to find the gap, as it'll come to the pitcher, Hannah Harnsberger. Who better to keep this game going than the one on the mound? Harnsberger doubled her first time. A weird fielder's choice the second time up, as the second baseman came off the bag. As Harnsberger will rip that one, and that'll get down in center. That'll score 1. Not really sure why there was hesitation on the base paths from the Blue Angels, and it could hurt, but 1 run does score. So an RBI single there for Harnsberger.
Number 3, Jess Runge.
Nestor's at third. George scored. Runge at the plate. She is 1 for 3 on the day, as that one is in the dirt. Harnsberger will advance to second. Pass ball there for the advancement. Runners on second and third, 2 outs for the Blue Angels, who looked like they had little hope, but now are 1 run away from continuing this game. Two and 0 is the count here to Runge. As she will ground that one to the shortstop, Ben, who got run over by Harnsberger, and that will end the game. Very interesting play there. Harnsberger took off for third. Bent took off to field the ball. Interference, and she will be out. So that is how we will end Game 1. Blue Angels fall 10-2 to the Lions. We will be back for Game 2. And hopefully the Blue Angels will have better success offensively. Go over some of the Game 1 stats as well. Thank you for joining us at the Newman Family Softball Field for Blue Angels Softball.